Hello, hello, beautiful souls coming in with day 20. Coming to the end. Oh my goodness, this is the second last audio and it has flown by for me, I'll tell you. I feel like I could do this forever. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. I'm coming in to talk today about identity. This is a concept if you're in the human potential self development world in any way, shape, or fashion, you hear about identity. And within you, we are multifaceted. So within you, there exists multiple identities that you can tap into at any given time. And when we are not in our power, when we are living life by default, responding, reacting, resisting to life, we default into certain identities that have just been prevalent in our lives. The beauty of this work, not my work, but this work, is that we claim back our power. We step back into the seat of power within our being, within ourselves, and we then have the opportunity to choose which identity we are living with. Within you, there is a very, very wise soul. The wisdom from your lineage that is written in your DNA, that is written in your bones, that you can access at any point in time when you learn how to, when you learn to choose to. Also within you is a very petulant toddler who has very strong, wild emotional breakdowns. And there's a whole spectrum of identities with between those two. And we live with all of them. Because I have been strengthening the observer within me for so many years, I can see it play out in myself. I still have it all. It's not that the 3-year-old goes away, she's still there. I notice it sometimes. My strongest intention is to be a mother of my daughter through the identity of the wise woman. And there are times when that 3-year-old toddler comes out within me. It's almost like I'm patient, I'm wise, I'm the leader. And then she just goes too far with whatever behavior she's going on with. And that 3-year-old comes out within me. And now I have I allow my emotions to take over, and there's like a temper tantrum in me, an adult temper tantrum, but that's the concept of it. So, as we begin to again reclaim our power through the observer and through the awareness of the fact that we are multifaceted and all these identities live within us, we now have the power to start to choose which identity we want to live our life from. That doesn't mean we won't go back into the toddler. I still do. I notice it. And the more that we practice this, the stronger our ability to choose comes in. Where in your life are you living from that toddler aspect? Where in your life are you feeling like you just can't take it, whatever it might be? You just can't take the stress or the specific person's behavior or choices, or you just can't take what life has dealt you in terms of finances or health or relationship. Like, where is it that there's a bit of a toddler temper tantrum happening that's playing out in an adult way? And again, this is not about wrongness, right? So we always want to have complete compassion for ourselves because we're doing our best. We're doing our best with what we have, with the information, the knowledge, the intelligence, the skills, the ability that we have in every given moment. And the intention of this work is to evolve ourselves, to elevate ourselves so that we step into the seat of our power in our lives, create the inner environment that allows us to have the most magnificent, expanded, exalted life that we could ever have, to create a masterpiece out of our life. That's really the intention. So there's no judgment, there's no wrongness. And even when I notice myself, and I've been doing this for years, when I notice myself having that temper tantrum, I still have compassion for myself and say, "Oh, isn't that interesting? Isn't that funny?" I have Kim, who I partner with. She talks about how the saying of laughter is a medicine, laughter being the best medicine. the way that she incorporates that and embodies that into her life is that when she notices herself slipping or going into that, my words are the toddler, but into a default pattern that she wouldn't choose, then she allows herself to just laugh at herself and allow that laughter to be the medicine that then shakes it up. When we go into the judgment or wrongness of us, we lock it in. So, this is about the observer noticing where we're functioning from, claiming back our power, choosing, and when we slip up, having all kinds of compassion and lightness around it. We are meaning making machines, but we usually use that capability to anchor in the things that are not serving us, to anchor in the judgment, to anchor in the victim consciousness, to anchor in all the things that aren't working. Let's flip that on the head. Stop making those things mean anything. Allow ourselves to use laughter as a medicine to shake it up and to instead use our meaning making capabilities to feed, to nurture, to compound the things we do want to be working in life. Allow everything that comes into your life to be a sign of the greatness that's coming, to be a validation of the beauty that you are, the brilliance that you are, the magnificence that you are. Allow everything that could be any glimpse of a sign to be an indication, an opportunity for you to double down on meaning and making it mean something beautiful and magnificent in your life. So, coming back to the identities, we are the observer. We notice the identities that are playing out. You might want to just contemplate, okay, well, what are the other identities that I have? You don't have to get an answer in the moment, right? That's the beginning of a contemplation. What are the other identities that play out? For sure, we have a wise soul within us. For sure, we have a petulant toddler within us. And then there's all kinds of identities within. And the beauty is that when we live our life from an identity of empowerment, whatever that is, we reclaim our power and we begin to curate this masterpiece of our life. So, inviting you to really explore this as you go through your days, contemplate how you have maybe been defaulting to a certain identity. And again, allowing ourselves to feel the feelings. So if we are having a temper tantrum, as an example, and we are feeling these uncomfortable feelings, and now we're saying, oh, wait a second, I'm in the identity of the toddler. So now I need to get out of that. So I can't feel these feelings. I need to step into the wise soul. In fact, the empowered path is to feel the feelings. If you're having a temper tantrum, allow yourself to feel the feelings. One of the things I tell my daughter all the time, because she's emotionally, developmentally, socially delayed. So she's 8 years old, but still navigating, things that would be navigated as a 5 year old in terms of the disconnect between the emotions and the logic and the intellect. I tell her all the time, feel the feelings. Like, you're going to have feelings, but start to choose a different behavior. Start to make choices based on what you want in your life. So she's, socially delayed, and we're going through a lot of learning how to be a friend, learning how to play, learning how to interact with friends your age that have different personalities, that want to do different things, and so she has big emotions. She's a very big feeling girl. And so she'll feel jealousy of, two friends that are playing together and they're not quite giving her the attention that she wants. And the jealousy is so big, I can see it on her face. And I talk to her about, like, okay, feel those feelings, feel them. And this is applicable to all of us, but it's easier to see sometimes in a child. Feel the feelings, feel the jealousy. Yeah, you're jealous, feel it. It's not about not feeling it. And again, there's intelligence and there's medicine in those feelings. But if we can be with the feelings and emotions in a very healthy and mature and healing way, and then we can look at our behavior and our choices and the identity we choose to live from separately from that, that's where we reclaim our power. Feel the feelings, begin to observe, begin to notice. Let's do a couple deep breaths together. Calling to mind your intention for these 21 days as we're coming to the end. It doesn't mean that it lands on your lap in day 21, although maybe it does and maybe it already has. It means that it's the beginning of a journey. We don't know the time. The time is a mystery. It's a magical mystery. But as we set the intention, as we choose to go through the journey, as we choose to accept and embrace everything that is part of that journey through an empowered state, then we allow ourselves to become the person that can have and receive it. The time is a mystery. It's one of the beautiful mysteries in life. We don't know when. We don't know what's required. We don't know what is required for us to become in order for that to be a match for us. So surrender into whatever the unknown time might be and recognize that these 21 days might be the very beginning. You might be at the tail end. Maybe this is something that you've been really focusing on for a long time, and maybe this is the tail end of it and it's about to pop into your life. And maybe it's the beginning. So we just release into that, taking a deep breath into your belly, rib cage, upper chest. Suspend for a moment and exhale into your belly, rib cage, chest, and exhale. Belly, rib cage, chest, and exhale. Inviting you, if you can, to raise one arm up to the sky and raise the other one pointing down to the earth. And in this moment, inviting the energy of the sky, the energy of the earth to come into you, to co-create with you so you don't deplete yourself of energy. You're co-creating with earth, with the sky, with the source of all creation. Calling to mind your intention, becoming aware of that nudge, the tap on your shoulder from your higher self, your expanded self, your life force, your spirit, your soul, that invited you into this intention. Becoming aware of that expanded version of you that knew the beauty of the journey as you chose to step into this intention. Imagine this intention is like a ball in front of you. And the center of the ball, it's like a sphere, maybe like a crystal ball. And the very center of the ball is your specific intention. And in the area around the center, so every other part of that crystal ball, are all the ingredients required to bring it into actualization, into your reality. All of the ingredients are there. With the intention comes every cooperative component required to bring it to actualization. It's all there. As soon as the desire is born, every single component required to bring it to life is a part of it. Are you willing? Are you willing to take the journey? Maybe you're at the end of the journey. Maybe you're still partway through. Maybe it's still the beginning, depending on your intention. Are you willing? It's all there for you. And every moment and every day, there are doors available to you that if you open them, it takes you steps closer. Are you willing to feel the emotions? Are you willing to notice your thoughts? Are you willing to step into the identity of the wise soul that can access the intelligence, the medicine, the wisdom that will gracefully lead you to this actualization? Are you willing? Are you willing to notice the toddler and not judge it? To have compassion for it, to know that it served you in so many ways, that it's here to protect you. That toddler within you loves you deeply. It just doesn't know any different. Are you willing? Taking a deep breath. And as you go through your day, inviting you to contemplate the identities, contemplate that wise person within you, contemplate that petulant toddler, and contemplate what other identities you have. And as you go through your day and you remember to remember, what identity are you living from? And is that the identity you want to live from? Do you want to choose something wiser? Deep breath, opening your eyes if they were closed, sending so much love. I'm holding you in my energy and my consciousness. I'm holding you. I'm holding your intentions. I'm with you. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you tomorrow.